Hey guys, what's up? It's Tony or saying 4414, and this is my third take on this episode. Um, Technical problems. Anyway, so this episode is called Crime Scene, Andi Shack. And in this episode, we finally, I guess, officially meet Morgan, who is Miranda's daughter, who we briefly saw in the miniature golf episode, like 8 episodes ago. Anyway, so we officially meet her because Miranda and her basically they meet up with Bowie and Andi when I think they're doing some errands at the flower shop because Bowie's doing like his last delivery because he's gonna start working officially, or he has, I guess, started working at the Guitar Center. And so they meet up with, or Miranda meets them, and she's basically like, what are you doing here? Oh, we're running errands. And Bowie basically says, oh hey, why don't you just leave Morgan here with us while you go run your errands? Andy's not too thrilled about that. She's even less thrilled when Miranda basically says, oh hey, Bowie tells me about your sewing cut. Why don't you let Morgan see it? Step 1. She corrects her and says it's crafting check, not sewing cut. But yeah, I think that kinda made her mad. But anyway, so she shows her Andi Shack. She tries to be nice about it. She's like, oh, well, you're the first person who actually let in here and everything. She's nice about it. Morgan's just like, she doesn't really like it. Until she sees something she likes. First she sees this bracelet. Because Andy's just like, oh, hey, anything you want is on, like, you can, like, decorate with anything you want. You can make whatever you want out of whatever you want. She finds this bracelet and kind of breaks it. And he's like, she's like, is it okay? And he's like, no, I'm gonna have to fix it. So yeah. But then she finds this box. It's a Tibetan prayer box, which I guess looks really pretty. So she really likes it. But Andy says no, she can't have that either. Because she's planning to use that to put a surprise in there for Becks, which is she's gonna make a bracelet out of the hospital bracelets that she brought home from the hospital for Becks. So yeah, so she's gonna do that, and meanwhile, Miranda comes back and picks up Morgan. But Andi is like, oh hey, as she's leaving, she's like, I'm sorry you didn't like Andi Shack. I'm sorry you didn't like anything except for the box that you couldn't have. And then she goes through Andi Shack. I guess she's trying to make sure everything's still there. And the box isn't there. So, Morgan took the box. And honestly, I think Morgan took the box. She might not have, but I think she did. Because honestly, I think Miranda was just trying to push the whole Morgan thing. It wasn't really something that Bowie wanted to do. Bowie seems to not want confrontation, as you will see in a bit. So Andi tells Becks that she can't find the box, that Morgan took it. But this is before. Here's one of my favorite lines. So Becks meets up with Cece. This is after Cece meets Miranda and Morgan, or rather, Morgan in a weird way. Because Cece goes to the house and is gonna go up to Andi Shack, and she sees Bowie. She's like, "Oh, so is Andi home?" "Yeah." "So okay, I'm gonna go talk to her." "No, you can't do that right now." "Why not?" "She's got a friend." "Okay." And then they come out, and Bowie starts to introduce her. She's like, "I thought it was Andy's friend. Shouldn't she be introducing her?" Or rather, exactly what Bowie says he is a potential friend, depending on how the day goes. But anyway, so... And the other thing is, crap, what's her name? I keep forgetting her name. Cece basically says that this review's going to be not the best for me today. It has a lot to do with... Anyway, I'll talk about that later. But anyway, so Cece basically later... Cece's like, "Oh, so who's Miranda?" And Bowie says Miranda's someone I'm seeing. Whereas earlier he told Andy it was his friend. So is the thing actually serious? Like, are they officially dating? Or is it, does she not want to make it official with Andy because she knows it'll be really hard for her, or what? I don't know. He, not she. Whoops. Anyway, so they think she stole the box. But before this happens, Becks is like, so, or no, Cece's like, "So did you know about this, Felicia?" And Becks responds with, "Miranda, yeah. Did you know about her daughter?" "Kinda, not really. Kinda, but I didn't know she was going to be, like, playing with my daughter." But yeah, but then she's also like, "Well, this girl's like 7, so I'm pretty sure Andy can handle it herself." "Cue, Andy. She took it." "She took what?" "The box." "What's so special with the box?" "Oh, it had some stuff in it that I was going to use to make something for you." Answered Becks. "She can't have that, see?" So then they go in, they look for it, they can't find it. This is after she's already gone in and looked for it. Meanwhile, Morgan and Miranda meet up with Cece. Miranda makes a mistake. She's like, "Oh, so you're the grandmother." Whoops. So then Cece kind of just goes away. Meanwhile, they tell her what happened. Morgan keeps claiming she didn't take it, she didn't take it, she didn't take it. Miranda wants Andy to apologize. Becks wants Morgan to apologize. It's a big everybody apologize thing. Meanwhile, Morgan and Andy have a terrible stare down. This is when Andy basically is like, tells Bowie, or Bowie's like, "Can I go in and look?" She's like, "Sure." And then everybody else goes in because Miranda wants to go in and look, and so does Miranda's like, "I'm going with you." Bex is like, "I'm going too." So they all go in, they search, they apparently find it. Someone brought up this theory before. Actually, I think a couple people have, and I agree. I think that maybe Bowie found it on Morgan and put it back or something. Because he was like, "Oh, it was in this thing under these paper cranes." I don't know if I completely buy that. Meanwhile, unfortunately, Andy's kind of sad because her dad didn't believe her when she said that they weren't in there and that Morgan took it. Whereas Becks did, so yeah, she kind of feels bad that her dad didn't believe her, that Buffy didn't believe her. So that's the gist of this storyline. We will go to the other main storyline, and for once, these are both pretty big. This storyline involves last time on Andi Mack. Buffy and Cyrus got into a fight. Jonah didn't know. This all comes to a head when, first of all, Jonah set up an event for them to sell pancakes and bacon to people to raise money for, I guess, the Space Otters. And Gus was supposed to text everybody and tell everybody, hey, come help, but he didn't. And the funny part is, when Jonah finds this out, he's like, oh, okay, well, stuff starts in like 15 minutes. Text everybody you know and tell them to get here. Gus texts Jonah. Jonah's like, why did you get a text from you? Well, you said text everybody I know. He's like, besides me, I don't know anybody else. It's kind of sad. Anyway, so they start kind of working on pancakes and stuff. Buffy and Cyrus come in, still fighting. First, there's a silent treatment where Cyrus is like, oh, I'll be okay. I can take it. He cracks under pressure after a while. They start fighting. Jonah notices they start fighting. Jonah starts to have a slight... Well, he starts having a panic attack, although later he says it was just a panic. But at that point, they both ask, are you okay? Jonah tells them that he had a panic attack at the bar mitzvah, and Cyrus says it's okay, and Buffy says it's a response to stress. Cyrus says that his dad, who Jonah also says told him it was a panic attack, said that he had a panic attack the day they did the video. The day they did the video with the trying to tell everybody about the school, that video. And he also, at that point, he also tells Jonah and what is her name? Buffy. There we go. Jonah and Buffy about that's how he met TJ. And within that, Buffy kind of forgives him because I guess she understands something that he doesn't. I'm assuming that maybe that's like TJ was, or Cyrus said TJ wanted to be friends with him, basically when they met and stuff like that, and he doesn't know why. Buffy says she does. I think it's because he understands what, TJ understands what Cyrus is going through with the panic attacks and everything, and maybe he can help him. I'm not sure, but I guess we'll find out more of that next time. Also, I have seen this week's episode. That will probably go up later this week, before Monday when the new episode comes out. But anyway, I'm sorry this review was like over a week late, and I promise after this next review, starting next week, I'll try to get more consistent and try to make my reviews make more sense. It's just like whenever I'm trying to get all these done, when I'm backed up, it's kind of interesting. But anyway, I am saying 4414 or Tony. I will talk to you guys later. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me anything you think I can do to get better. But yeah, God bless you guys. Stay safe and peace.